So tonight, telling the stories of the earliest settlers along the Ohio River who opened up the Northwest Territory in the U.S. A Cincinnati author is out with a new book. It's called Promised Land: How the Midwest Was Won. And joining us right now is author Peter Bronson. Peter, thanks so much for being back with us.
My pleasure. Good to be here with you.
I love seeing you. For those of you, if you're thinking, wait, I know that name. Yes, from the Cincinnati Enquirer, but now he's turned his love for writing into a passion for books. You've written 12 total, 6 all by yourself.
That's right.
And most of them focusing on Cincinnati history. Tell us about this one.
Well, I love Cincinnati history. What I was so surprised to discover is how rich our history is and how exciting it is. There's so many great stories that really make us proud to live here and a great place to live. And this one goes all the way back to the first settlers, as Ashley pointed out, that settled here as they came down the river on flatboats. And this was a very dangerous place to be. People settled Kentucky first because that was the neutral hunting grounds. Well, this was hunting grounds for the 2 fiercest tribes in all of the country at the time, the Shawnee and the Miami tribes. So settling on the Ohio side of the river, this was all known as the Miami Slaughterhouse because more than 1,500 settlers were taken in a 4-year period. And they would be taken to be scalped. Their scalps could be sold to the British for $50, or they could be sold as a live hostage to the British for $100, or they might be just outright killed and tortured for entertainment. It was a horrible place to live, a very hard place to settle, and these brave people made it possible for us to have the city we have today.
Wow, Peter, I mean, what a description. And I guess I can see what made you interested, but talk to us about what got you interested in this particular story.
Well, it was sort of a prequel to my previous book, which was The Man Who Saved Cincinnati, the story of Cincinnati and the Civil War. And naturally, I was curious, okay, who were these families that made all these things possible? So we had names like the Burnetts, the Lytles, the Ludlows, the Kempers, all these names that are familiar to you for streets and places here in town, but they have a very rich history. Mad Anthony Wayne, shown there on your screen, was one of the really neat heroes. He was a scoundrel, a drunk, he was divorced, he was cheating on his wife, he was kicked out of Congress for voter fraud, but when George Washington needed somebody to defeat the Indian Confederation in Ohio and save the Northwest Territory, he turned to Mad Anthony Wayne, who was fantastic in battle.
I feel like these are just great stories. No, I understand why you would want to bring them to life and to tell us all about them. I know you released the book, I think, back in October. How's the reception been so far?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I did a lot of book signings at local bookstores. It's doing very well. It's already selling as well as all my other books, so very popular this Christmas. And if people didn't get what they wanted for Christmas, there you go.
Here we go. If we can get I don't know if we can see it. Can you see it there? There we go.
Yeah. Now, Peter, what do you hope people take away from this book and this story?
Well, I think most of all that, you know, Cincinnati, one of the stories in here is how Cincinnati saved Texas when no other city or state would step up and save them during their fight for independence from Mexico in 1836.
Wow.
This city stood up. We had a committee called the Friends of Texas, who were the leading citizens and risked everything, their lives, their careers, their reputations, their honor, everything to save Texas. And they did. What it should tell us is that we should be just as proud of our place as Texas is of their place. We should be very proud of Cincinnati and the people who made this city.
Wow.
I tell you, I love getting to talk with you because it used to be where I would pick up the newspaper and I'd read your articles, and now I feel like you're still getting to do what you love, but on an even bigger scale.
Absolutely. I sure love writing. I always have. I've always been a storyteller. And I love telling stories and making history come alive and be exciting.
Well, you just did on our couch.
Absolutely.
I feel like I now want to read it.
I want to see it turned into a movie. All right. Peter Bronson, thanks so much for being here with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you both. And Happy New Year to both of you.
Happy New Year to you. Well, you can find out more about the book and place that you can order it at chilidogpress.com. And we will put that link on our website for you, WLWT.com.